Hey guys, it's Lizzie. So we are back with more new season 6 stuff because yes, a trailer, or not trailer, like more like a teaser for Mr. Agreste came out. So because that is the case, I thought as always I would do a little reaction video with you guys. Anyway, so with that out of the way, let's get into watching this. Okay, Luca. We saw that in a different trailer. Not Luca just like chilling on the beach. Ew, did you see that? He's literally just legs and then he like grows a torso and a head. That is nasty. Okay, that was the teaser. Nothing that's like super crazy. I'm sorry, like a lot of this is new content. I think I was talking about this in my other video, but none of it's like revolutionary. Like we all knew that Luca was gonna play a big role in this episode, that Ladybug was going to end up going to him and telling him the truth probably, and that Theo was going to get akumatized into this like statue version of Gabriel Agreste, and then Cat Noir is basically just gonna fight with him like one-on-one, and then Ladybug comes in and then they save the day. Just because of all the spoilers and stuff that we've gotten and all of the synopsis, we already know what was going on in this episode, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my gosh, wow, that's so cool, this episode is crazy, because it's like we already knew that was coming. But it is kind of nice to see new shots of stuff that we kind of already knew. So as always, let's get into the little analysis of this. First screen shot or first frame of this, we have Juleka, and then we also have Luca. Now it's really important to note that this is obviously in the season 6 animation, but none of this is new. Juleka's look is old and Luca's look is also old. Like this is the outfit that he wore in season 5. So this is clearly a flashback, and that's kind of obvious because of like the white mist over it too, which I gotta be honest, this episode has gone so hardcore into flashbacks. And I guess not like hardcore into flashbacks, but we did see the flashbacks in Where Papa's at the beginning and the end, and then we have this one. So I definitely think we're gonna see a lot more flashbacks throughout this season, which I gotta be honest, a lot of my theories for a lot of different things kind of rely on flashbacks or kind of going back into the past and like figuring stuff out. So I gotta be honest, I think this is kind of a positive thing in terms of my theories. Anyway, we see him getting into like a cab or something, and then we see him walking from a train onto a plane. So definitely leaving Paris to go to Brazil again. I'm assuming this is probably right after the end of season 5. They were probably hoping that he would stay, but then he ends up deciding to go back to Brazil with Penny and Jagged. I still don't really know why, to be honest. I mean, yes, I do know that he does know the secret identities of Ladybug and Cat Noir, and I'm sure Lila knows that, but I still don't think being in Brazil is gonna do anything. I mean, Hawkmoth went to New York. Hawkmoth has gone to Shanghai. He's been to a lot of different places, so like if she really wanted to get to you, she could literally just hop on a plane and then go to Brazil. It's not that hard. I just don't think the location is really gonna do all that much, because I mean, as we see in this episode, Ladybug just turns into Cosmobug and flies to him. I'm like, it's not impossible to get to Luca, so I feel like the location thing probably isn't that big of a deal. And I think if we're getting a flashback of Luca leaving, I have a feeling he's probably coming back in this episode and he's gonna stay in Paris. Anyway, that was a tangent, but there's that. Okay, quickly, I just looking at this frame of Luca, can I just say, they did him so dirty with the shoes. He had such cool shoes, and now he just has like lame boots. Plus, they got rid of the Jagged design on his shirt, which makes sense because like he's not necessarily like a fan of Jagged anymore, because that's literally his dad, so it's kind of weird to have his dad on his shirt, but it's just more basic. Boring. Okay, anyway, we have Marinette coming into Adrian's room with a little brown bag, which is something that we saw in a trailer that we got forever ago. And then we have Adrian getting up and going to her, and I'm sorry, I literally point this out every single time we see Adrian, but look at the rings on his finger. There is literally nothing in this world that means more to me than seeing the rings on his hand. It's like my favorite thing ever. Oh, okay, he grabs it and then he gives her a kiss on the cheek. They're so cute. They're so doomed. Okay, so this whole sequence is Adrian, Marinette, and Natalie going to some place where I guess Theo and the mayor, Miss Bustier, kind of came up with this plan or something of the Gabriel statue. It seems like Miss Bustier is really excited to present it to Adrian, and Adrian's just not feeling it, which like rightfully so. He literally just lost his dad and we care about making a statue about him. He needs to get out. out. Anyway, there's Luca, you know, just chilling on the beach, and then Cosmobug comes up. This is probably my favorite thing ever. I'm just like chilling, like, yes, not a care in the world. You know, people in Paris, they're low-key fighting for their lives, but you do you, boo. Anyway, we see Cat Noir obviously fighting the statue of Gabriel, and he ends up calling Ladybug. I'm not seeing Luca within this fight, so I don't think he's actually there. She just takes his miraculous for some reason. I don't know. Listen, if you have to go to Brazil and get his miraculous from him to use it, once again, why doesn't Luca just stay in Paris? Or second of all, why don't you just take his miraculous from him and give it to someone else? Anyway, it is safe to say that she does have the miraculous. We see her using it. And then it just ends with the interaction between Theo and Chrysalis. Anyway, that is everything. Probably the next time I see you guys will be when Mr. Agreste comes out. I'll see you guys soon. Okay.